So hey guys, welcome to another episode of Blind Copy. And this week we have a new co-host. Introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Ian Casses. Pleasure to be here.
That's all.
What else am I supposed to say, guys? I'm
Okay,
nervous as hell. No, I'm not nervous as hell. I'm just saying. But yeah, it's really fun to be doing this. To be on this show that I've been a huge fan of on Instagram, and then I became a fan on YouTube. So yeah.
We just have 2 episodes. What's all this?
It's funness. It's allowed.
Okay,
This is how we blow, guys.
So how was your week?
Honestly, this was probably my best week in weeks. Half of the year, like midway into, it gets really crazy in quarter 3, and then deadlines. I was not sleeping. My blood pressure was through the roof. Now I'm just sending emails. Deadlines, I'm missing them, and everyone is fine. I like this time of year for real.
So what was one thing that happened in the week that I'd be like, God, this week the year is over?
It's not related to work, but I'm already stressed by Uber fares. I don't
True.
drive, so the cost of Uber fares, and like the IGGBs aren't even here yet.
They
Like,
are. I think they are.
Well, they come in en masse by the 16th. I know
16th?
because they're on my phone. So like until then, can we keep the Uber fares affordable?
Well, I think they are. Where do you stay? Simple question.
I plead the
Where
fifth.
do you
I will not
stay?
answer that.
Based on that, we'll know if you're seeing them or not. Because they don't go.
Just put it out there that I can't use an expletive. This person over here is classist, placist, and every ace that shouldn't exist in the book. I live in New Okoba.
Where?
Oh my God.
Where?
No, it's not Ikorodu, by the way, before you go into that.
Okay, where?
I live in New Okoba. It's in the Ikeja Ogba environment.
If you have to explain. Okay. So thank you for coming here. Thank you for honoring our invitation.
You don't deserve it, but I try.
You travel everywhere, but you're in town, so why not?
Why not?
Okay, so we start by like an icebreaker, but an icebreaker. So for this episode, we're going to be ranking Office X from 1 to 10.
Okay.
All right, so let's do the first one. People who take off their shoes and socks at work and walk barefoot.
In the words of my mother, Bobrisky, classless girl. Why would you do that? So the truth is, if you had asked me before this week, I'd have rated it a 9 because I really think it's classless to take off your shoes. However, because of certain things, like I mentioned, I had a very stressful quarter.
Okay.
I noticed that because I was sitting for long hours, my feet began to swell. And it became so uncomfortable for shoes.
Yinka,
So now, no. In context, I think I understand it now why sometimes people are very uncomfortable. So
No,
maybe
I
it's
don't
a
mind you
5
taking
right
off
now.
your shoes on your seat.
No, why would you do that? Shoes have to be worn.
No, I don't even mind. Some people have pillows on their seats and they just take off their shoes and they're standing.
And that's what I do.
People walk in the office without their shoes. That's what I'm talking about.
Again, I've been at a conference hosted by all these woke people where they were actually walking around barefoot. So again, I won't be the person to judge. So I'll say 5. Travel.
Well,
It will do your world a lot of good.
When do you start traveling? See this soon. So what are you rating it 5?
Why? Yeah, I said 5.
It's going to be a solid 1. 1 is the lowest. Yeah,
1 is the lowest.
1, you shouldn't walk around with your shoes.
No, 1 is the lowest, like it doesn't bother you. 10 is the highest, like it
Oh,
bothers you
10.
with shit on.
10 then. It bothers me. No, don't worry. Don't walk around with your shoes in the office. Without your shoes in the office.
See?
2, starting a meeting before 9 a.m. or after 4 p.m.
Is this a safe space? Are you mad? Listen, you hired me to work from the hours of 9 to 5. Anything before 9, I will not be. I assure you, if it requires my grandparent dying, if it requires me having an imaginary flat tire, I will do anything to not get in the meeting for 9 a.m. If you said start 4, I will hate you, but it's not the worst thing. So I rate it a solid 8. 2 because we can set it for 4, but I judge you.
I'll do 7 because sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes I'm in sales. So
Okay.
sometimes you want to close a deal, you have a meeting by 6 a.m.
As
and
long as
I've done it before. We've had a meeting for, I think it was 5 a.m. or something.
What?
Yes, timeline difference.
Okay.
The customer was in
That can make
Dubai
sense.
or somewhere.
I don't care.
So we
I honestly
so we
don't
have
care.
to
Before 9, no.
another one would be someone in my office is guilty of this.
Ooh, call their names,
Being-
drag them.
Being pulled into a meeting without prior notice or briefing. So you're just sitting there, you just see, bah, bah, bah. Oh, you know that sound. Drama.
No, the truth is, so this is actually my reaction. How may I help you? Because I think it gives me a solid 9 ick. Because why the heaven? Look, there's a lot of words I want to use but can't say it very freely because I think it's unnecessary. I think it's a disrespect on other people's time. Recognizing that you did not hire me, and even if you did, I have a schedule I operate by. I think it's very, very rude.
I agree.
But I do it though.
Who doesn't? I feel like you should always at least leave a message. So let's even say you're in a meeting and they require your assistance or whatever. Leave a chat. Don't just dial me in.
People, sorry. I mean, like you tell me 5 minutes before the meeting. You just dial me.
You just dial me in. Like I'm not saying
what if I'm working from home and as you know, I'm by the beach?
Yinka said wants you to join the meeting. First of all, I'm not joining.
What he said. So what do you rate it?
9.
9.
Terrible.
Oh, once we're on the same page.
Terrible behavior. The last one I would say, asking everyone to keep quiet just so you can take your meeting. So you're in an office of working, and like everybody shh.
To be honest, you have to do what you have to do.
Go to the toilet if it's that important.
I'm not putting a philanthropist on video call in the bathroom. You will all be quiet.
So you ask everybody to keep quiet.
I'm sorry, it's my meeting, and I will do whatever I need to do to get my job done. I don't care about the word like that.
It's my office. And it's my
no, do you want to explain to HR why we lost a client? Because she couldn't keep quiet.
Let's go to HR.
So are we here to gossip, or are we here to allow me take my meeting? This is a workspace.
I'm having a conversation, a productive conversation at work, and I will not shush.
Can it be taken to the toilet?
Can yours be taken to the toilet?
Can it be taken to the canteen? You will take it to the canteen. I will take my meeting.
It's a solid
2 for me because I will do it again and again and again and again.
It's a solid 7. If your meeting is important, it was scheduled, I would assume you know about.
I would notify you in the office if I have to give from my office. I have a meeting by 7. You will be quiet when I'm taking my meeting.
No. Then we'll have a problem.
We agree to this. And I take my fish bomb back. You don't deserve it anymore.
And someone in my office does that all the time. She's like, shh. I'm like, so we should all shush.
Do you want to go to HR?
Do you want to go to the toilet?
Okay, fine.
So that was fun. Do you have any ones? I
have one, as a matter of fact. How do you rate people who come late to work? Like, it doesn't affect you, but they're just late to work.
I plead the 5th. I plead the 5th.
That means you show up at work at 10 a.m. I can already smell it. Really?
You rate it.
No, well, I've already said I rate lateness as disgusting. Telling me to join
Yinka, you can't say that.
No, I judge you because you're hired here to be on time.
Podcast was scheduled for what time? And when did you get here? So shut up.
So we had this podcast recording scheduled for 11. He showed up at 12. I texted this person at 10:30 saying, I'm really sorry, I will be behind schedule. He got here at 12. I got in a few minutes after that. Who is at fault here? He said because I'm later than him and I didn't meet his absence.
You did not meet my absence, so I was
Get
not
out of
late.
my sight. We'll take a commercial break so I can beat this person up properly.
If you did not meet my absence, I was not late. I was early.
You know, I've just realized that you are everything wrong with Nigeria. You have no integrity. You are beholden to your word.
Yinka, you can leave the show now. You can leave the show now. Anyway, so you rate that what? 9, 10. You're clearly disgusted.
1 because, sometimes you can't believe on 9.
So would you rather be late or would you rather wait? No, would you rather be early and wait or be late?
If I'm early, if I wait for someone for a meeting and you're not there if it's a physical meeting, 20 minutes. If it's virtual, 5 minutes. I have things to do with my life.
I think. Yeah, one of those people in my office.
For real, I am. I'm not going to lie.
So you rather be
Maybe
early.
it's why I'm getting fine life and you are where you are.
Anywho,
Ooh.
I'm not going to respond because you're a co-host today.
Okay, fair enough. Co-host privileges.
So you rather come early and wait?
I'd rather be early. It's always a good show to be early.
If it's a date.
I will be late like mad. And I will blame the ghost traffic.
If it's a date, I don't know.
No, I only care about work. Every other thing, I'm sorry. I'll be late.
Okay, I think I'll rate lateness maybe 5. With a good excuse, I'll pass.
Fair enough. Okay. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good. So let's do dilemmas. So we asked our listeners to send us office emails that they want help with. Questions, answers, feedback, anything in general that we can contribute or help them with. Okay. So we have about 3 today. So let me do the first one. Okay, this person says, I have a dilemma and I really need your take on this because I don't even know what to do anymore. My boss, no, let me not say this one because you'll get the gist. Okay, so the company delivers these fancy hampers to our customers. The boxes are always top notch, filled with goodies and even an iPhone. So the hampers were brought to work, right, to the office, but before the hampers could be sent out, the iPhone went missing. My boss was furious. He was shouting and bringing down the entire place. He was threatening to issue out queries to staff and insisting that whoever took the phone must return it immediately. And the tension was really high at work and it was crazy. Anyway, I have a friend who works in our security team and I threw in some favors and I was able to get him to allow me check the CCTV footage.
Yes, juicy.
And guess who I saw on the footage?
Your boss?
My boss himself taking the iPhone. Anyway, now here's the real issue. Because I didn't get the footage legally, I can't really tell anyone. The tension is still high in the office and my boss is still shouting and threatening everybody every day. What do I do? Do I speak up and risk everything? Or should I just let it slide? It's eating me up because I've lost all my respect for him and I'm struggling to even be professional around him. Please help me figure this out. I can't be the only one dealing with this kind of madness at work. What should they do?
So you know the thing is, everyone criticizes snitches, and I always say that if I'm ever in trouble, I will sing like a canary. You don't trust me with your secrets if it's illegal. And so that's the first part. And to be honest, there's a lot of context, like some things I would like to know before I can advise this person effectively. The fact that he didn't get the footage legally, who cares? You stole company property or something intended for customers. Exactly. It's against the guidebook. Now, it would depend on certain things. Is it a one-man business? If it is Oga that bought the iPhone.
No, obviously, I'm sure this person has other bosses.
So my advice to this person would depend on the context. If it's not a one-man business, I would say you should totally report. And there's ways to do it. Now, something about me is my talent is office politics.
Exactly.
You have to be willing to play the longer game. The point is not just to get the iPhone. There's your boss's integrity at stake and his potential job. There's way other people will view you for reporting because people won't always hear the whole story. So dimension it properly. God, my real job is coming into play here. The first thing to do is go and meet your boss and say, boss, I know who took the phone. And I got evidence. How did you get it? I don't think it's important. Are we prioritizing the phone or are we prioritizing how we got it? His answer also informs you. If he says he wants to know how you got it, this person cares more about the process, then I can explain it publicly and I can deal with the legality of how I got it, which trust me will get nowhere. Right? So I would say confront this person, say, oh, you know who took it. But to protect the person, you're trying to give the person time to return it, that he should give you 2 more days. If the phone doesn't
The person that took it is the boss that you're talking
Yes.
Okay.
Like you've been informed by a reliable source that the phone is with a certain individual. You don't know the person's name, but you are guaranteed that the person knows of this information that you are letting your boss know. And that within 2 days, you are sure the person will let the phone out. So yeah, you gain your boss's trust. Of course, you don't have to, again, you get to replace him on the job. Because now, anyway, but yeah, that's what I would say. What would you say? What would you have said anyway?
I am the king of office politics as well. I would say, do this. Shut up your mouth. Yes. Don't tell anybody. I don't think anybody has to know that you saw the footage. I don't think you should even speak about it. And I'll tell you why.
But if the hampers were like in your possession, like if you were the one who was supposed to distribute it, technically it's your job. Like
no, it's in the office, right? Your boss knows who took the iPhone. Now you know who took it. So his shouting does not even affect you. It does not face you.
No, but he needs to know that you know so that he can be afraid of you.
I'll get there. But for now, keep shouting. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to report you. Let's play the game. Do you understand? Because I think if you tell him, anything can happen. So if you report him to his boss, you don't know the relationship they have.
Have a relationship with the CCTV footage that shows that this man is a thief.
But you can't get it. And you can't tell them how you got it.
I would have gotten it too. Always record with your
No, you then the
I hear
friend
you.
that
But
gave you
again,
the
that's not
footage.
stated in the email.
Exactly. So I'm going to say keep quiet. Don't say anything about it. Let it flow. Let it go. Let it go. But I think another thing you should do is you should let him know that you know.
You have to let him know.
In a subtle way, so he can call in favors in the future.
That's it. What he said. What I said before,
So he
by
can,
the way.
so he can call in favors in the future. But I mean, if it comes to reporting him or sending an email, nah.
It depends on the consequence, but yeah.
And don't tell anybody who you know who it is. I think if you tell one person, everybody will find out. Everybody will find out. So if you are there for the long run and you want to grow and you want to remain in the company, let it slide. Keep
Grow in a
quiet.
company of thieves.
You do like this.
I'm sorry.
And use the information you know to your advantage.
Okay.
Get a promotion.
I like this section, this segment a lot.
Okay, so we have another dilemma.
Okay.
Okay, this person says, please keep me anonymous because this situation is quite sensitive and I'm feeling really torn about what to do. So I work at a HR firm. I'm over 35. I've made the personal choice to remain single for the rest of my life.
Did you choose it or did he choose you?
Okay, it's a decision I've thought about deeply and I'm at peace with it. It's what I truly want. We've heard, I beg. However, my boss who is 40, married and has children, strongly disagrees with my stance. He has made his disapproval very clear over time. It hasn't been a huge issue until now. Here's the problem. There's a promotion I've been working tirelessly for. It's a significant step in my career and I've done everything to meet and surpass my KPIs. I've been on track all year.
Surpass, not even meet.
Yeah, meet and surpass.
Can never be meet.
I've been on track all year and was feeling optimistic about my chances. But during my last performance appraisal, my boss dropped a bombshell. He made it clear that if I wasn't married by the time promotions were being considered, I would most likely not get it. According to him, marriage projects an image of responsibility, which is crucial for the optics of the role. He made it clear that even if I meet all my KPIs, a married colleague with similar performance would have an edge over me. I was stunned.
Rightly so.
This feels unfair. And honestly, I'm confused about how to handle it, really. I love my job and I've poured so much into this promotion, but now I feel like I'm being penalized for a personal choice that has nothing to do with my ability to do my work. Should I consider legal action or should I confront the situation another way? I'm struggling to figure this out and what my next steps should be. I would love to hear your advice.
Advice? I don't have advice for you. I have to drag you. But actually, the question is very important because I was tempted to judge the person initially, but there's a lot of context. Again, like I always say, context to consider. Is it male or female? Then that would also indicate like
Sounds like a male.
inherent sexism in the Nigerian workspace, and I assume it's a Nigerian person. I would also say, is the dilemma in the room with us?
It's not me.
No,
Shut
because
up.
like the choice, if you ask me, is very clear. You have a life and you have a job or a career. Your career is supposed to help you live a good life, not get in the way of that. So any job that questions your personal decisions is not a job you should be working on for long.
Okay.
Fundamentally, that's it. I would then say, should you take legal action? The hill I'm willing to die on is a toxic workplace will never change. Don't try to change it.
Yeah, I agree.
Your exit interview is not the place to tell the company where to improve. They will never improve.
I agree.
So just let it be.
I agree.
I would say, contact your HR colleague. Your HR personnel, stop it. Stop complaining. Find a new job.
For me, I'm sorry.
You should go and marry.
First
Do you know
of
how much
all,
a wedding costs?
No.
Okay, just putting it out
Like
there.
he said, the optics. We work with optics then.
Get a ring.
I would say, first things first, how important is this job to you? Nigeria is hard.
I don't care.
You can't be looking for a job up and down. And he needs time to find
For
a good job. Right? He needs a year, 6 months, whatever. But for now, the goal is to get the promotion.
You don't get it. Except he's married by the time he's promoted.
We are getting there.
Okay. I'm already becoming afraid of this person. Go on.
The goal is to get the promotion, right? So let's get the promotion now. I would say to you, if you're listening to me, print your wedding IVs. Yes. Take out 20k, 30k, 50k, whatever. And print wedding IVs and share in the office. Yes. Print your wedding IVs, come up with a name, whatever you want to do. Share it to your colleagues in the office. To your specific boss.
Hashtag I found the one.
To the specific boss, buy him a bottle of wine, a nice wine. Take the wine with you with the IV and tell him, God, you were right. Marriage is the place to be. And I finally changed my mind thanks to you. Yes. So you give him the wine and invite him to the wedding. Don't stop there because they'll be looking at you like, what changed? What's wrong with this one?
Yeah.
Plan the photo shoot.
Oh my God, it gets worse.
Plan the photo shoot. Get a model. Get your friend. Whatever.
Get a model, by the way.
And wear ashrabi. Do the nice things. Do it anywhere. Plan the photo shoot. Post those pictures on WhatsApp and Instagram.
You're such an Instagram person.
And put them in close friends group.
Only them.
Only them. Only the office people. And let them see. And then do countdown to your wedding. 30 days to go. Make it believable. Make it. Let them know that a wedding is coming. Let them contribute money for you in the office.
Wow.
To buy you a gift. Pretend like you
know
don't
your office has a budget that they give to people when
What?
you're getting married. Get the money.
Get the gift.
Secure the bag.
And then make sure your wedding date is after your promotion date.
No, but you have to be married by the time they give the promotion.
We'll negotiate that. I don't have money, sir. I'm getting married 2 months after the promotion, right? So it's fine. Get your date after the promotion date. Hopefully you get promoted. Then you do what? Call off the wedding. You call the wedding off, but no, don't call off the wedding. You postpone the wedding. And you tell them something came up, right?
Then you
Your
postpone
wife-
again.
No.
Then she breaks your heart.
Good.
You guys, if you're planning how to hide a body,
And then after
call
6
this
months,
guy.
the wedding is called off. But then you should know that, like you said, this is not a place to be. So in that 6 months, you are looking for a new place to go to. You are actively searching for a job. But at this point, you've gotten your
Secure
promotion.
the bag now.
You've gotten the office gift or the office cash or whatever it is. And
Different strokes for different folks.
Thank you.
So I would say I hear that, but I would say honestly, my integrity is better than any promotion.
Integrity.
Yeah, I don't want to
In
have
a
to tell that
company
many lives,
that's
that many
telling
people
you
just
that
to get a promotion.
Even though even if you are doing so great and performing well, exceeding KPIs. First of all,
Don't let the love of your life stop you from the love of your life. Don't let this job stop you from finding that promotion in another job with your integrity intact. So we disagree to agree, or how do you say it?
well, it's even funny how we tell like ladies to tell them that if they are not if they once they get married and they have kids, they are less productive. And then you're telling a man when you get married you're more productive.
These are the issues. We should have an episode on that.
Are you begging to come back?
please.
Okay, so the third dilemma. This is rather long. But let's so this is from Quora.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's from Quora. I've worked for a corporation for about 15 years.
First of all, that's the problem. Is this your father's company?
I absolutely loved my work. Past tense loved, okay. So the thing about my job was that after 1 year and a half, after a year and a half of training and supervision, you were able to choose your own work schedule and your own work location per the employee manual.
Cool.
You could choose to work in the office. You could choose to work from home. You could choose to work from overseas. You could work while sitting on your toilet. We've heard now. I suppose you could even work from out of space. You could do your work from anywhere, anytime, as long as you met production. It was a dream job. So shortly after the year and a half of training, I eventually started working sometimes nights and sometimes weekend. Typically not during the day. Co-workers were being eccentric, off-center, yet brilliant attorneys. I preferred my alone time, thank you. I eventually took up residence in a different city, so I think he moved to a different city. And I typically had one of the highest production rates of all my fellow colleagues. All top-notch, by the way, well-educated.
You don't have to praise your colleagues.
And I love
We
them
don't
all.
care.
Then I started working at a law firm while I worked days. And I continually exceeded production for the initial company. So I think while he was working here in the evening and over the weekend, he now took a different job in a different law firm where he worked days. At around the 15-year mark, my two supervisors, who were very ineffectual at their positions, discovered I was also working for a different law firm. I suspected that they did not like this for whatever reason. Maybe they did not like when they discovered. What's this? This language. Okay. Bottom line, they found out that he was working for 2 companies and they were not happy about it. In my last review, I received an exceeds expectation. A few days later, I was instructed to be in the office during core working hours. That's his initial office now. Core, I could never even figure out what core meant. Like I need to core. This person's English. Do you know what? Let me tell you what he's saying, because I can't keep doing this. Anyway, so his managers are saying you have 2 jobs. This one you'll be doing night and weekend. This one you
part-time.
part-time.
Full-time.
Yeah, so they find out you have 2 jobs, and then they're saying you have to come to the office during core working hours. So they want you to
Co-working hours beyond your.
So the time where you're working for these guys, they want you at the office. So
Okay.
now you have to stop that job and work for them full time. Anyway, shit gets real. He says, according to my working manual, my staff manual, I can work for wherever I want to work at whatever time. So he didn't answer them. They get him fired. So he loses his job. So his dilemma now is he has lost the job, and these supervisors are now asking him for files and documents that are in his possession, and asking him for information that only him has. And he's asking, should he give it to them? What should he do?
Oh my God, there's so much to say. First thing I would say is rookie mistake. Fundamentally, and feel free to drag me for it, I don't think it's ethical to work 2 jobs at once.
I beg.
No, really. If your employment contract says, I shall be your God and your job only, if you do something outside of that, you should be ready for the repercussions. Okay. However, if you must work 2 jobs, there's no grounds on which
you should find out.
Someone else should find out, or should be informed, or should know. If they do anything that arises from that, it's your fault. Yeah. It's your cross to carry. However, the minute they found out and they changed or they request again, the story not too clear for my eye.
It's long. It's very long.
Yeah. If they then requested you come into work, what you should do in reciprocity is to ask them to refer them to employment contract and show them why it's not possible. Then you first start that battle. While they are fighting that battle, you are getting your 3rd side gig. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. While that is worked out, if they then change your employment contract, you can then formally leave. However, if someone forces you out, if someone plays petty, again, they don't expose you for working 2 jobs. They simply picked on you on account of the fact that they knew of you. When they go low, you know what you do? You go conco below. You don't stop there. Personally, I first just hand over office documents because I don't like drama. I don't like stress. But if you try to make my life hard, or you try to deprive me of my source of income, files, documents, you will get it, but they'll be encrypted.
Oh.
And you will never be able to access them. And if I give you file A, you will not have B. You will need me forever, and I will require payment for everything that you ask
so
of me.
it's not a document. So he said they contacted me needing pertinent information relating to my position, information only I possessed. So I'm sure he must have given back his laptop, his document, but he had this information.
This person is
and
not a lawyer.
I had it for years. No one else really needed it at the time, but now they do.
This person, like I was saying, my background is in health law, so I know for a fact that company information is company information. It belongs to the company. However, if you say that you have transferred that information, and I think, again, not to speak strictly, but like there's a period within which
you should transfer everything.
And that the company is also required to vet that you've transferred everything. If they vetted that you did, and you're the only one that knows the information, you will take it to your grave.
You will not give them. But you have colleagues that you were friends with or whatever, you're cool with. Now their job is suffering.
The problem is, if you break my friend's heart, I cannot guarantee what will happen to your life. I will do anything to right a wrong, right? So I'm sorry you guys with collateral damage, but that secret is staying with me. Just my take. What would you do?
Yes, first of all, I think I agree, right? However, maybe it's just the Igbo boy in me. I'll send you an invoice. I will send you an invoice.
Oh my God, there really is the Igbo boy in you.
I will send you an invoice and I will bill it per minute or per hour, whatever. I will tell you I'll come to the office from 8 to 2, 8 to 10, whatever. And for the 2 hours I'll be at work, This is how much you'll pay me. You take care of my cab. I live in a different city, my hotel, everything. And then we can speak.
My airfare, I only fly business.
You give them an invoice.
like
If you'll
that.
be there for 2 days, they'll pay for your
I
hotel.
like you. I should come to you more for advice.
You'll pay for
when I want things
everything.
to go.
And then, if it's that important to you, we can discuss. If not, get off.
Get off.
Don't stress me.
What he said.
So I would say, make some money off this. You never know. Anyway, so that's that. So that's the 3 dilemmas we have for the week.
But I really like the dilemmas. You guys keep them coming. Send them via email
Was
in the
good.
comments. We'll pick them
It
up.
was good. I think people should also leave what they think about.
Yeah.
And also leave advices, comments, questions.
What would you have advised the second person to do, for instance? We want to hear.
What's the second-
In case he's not
what's the
very
second
wise. I don't remember either. The people watching it do because they just watched it.
one? Okay, so back to you, Mr. Yinkase. So what do you do? What's your work? What is your profession?
Once it's not 9 to 5, I actually genuinely forget what I do. So I work as an international development professional.
International.
Why you say it that way? Yeah, that's what I do. Do you know what it is? Yeah, you seem clueless. I'm school you. So yeah, essentially I work in the non-profit sector. Currently my work involves philanthropy. Right? There's so much good that comes out of philanthropy. Think about all the people whose medical bills have been paid by random strangers, all the people who we've crowd-funded their kidney transplants and stuff. Think about the fact that that can actually change the world on a large scale. That's currently what I do, supporting philanthropists to raise money more effectively, direct their resources more effectively, ensuring that those who need these resources can get them. So, yeah.
You support philanthropy, meaning, break that down. Are you the guys getting the money or you're the guys executing?
So executing is beneath me. No, so what I do is support philanthropists themselves to give to those who need.
It's not clear.
So there's a
Layman terms.
if I any more lay, we will be on the table. There's a demand side and the supply side. There's people who need money from philanthropy to get things done.
Yeah.
There are philanthropists who have these resources but don't necessarily know where to give or how to give. Or I support philanthropists to give effectively.
Oh, nice. So, please, what did you study in school that landed you here? Or is there a path that it...
That's actually very interesting. I would say what landed me here was caring too much about things that are not my business. So I started my background in microbiology. I had a degree in microbiology. I wanted to, have a PhD, be a serious guy. But something happened. I met someone who had HIV. And I felt it was very unfair how the person was treated. Stigma in university can be crazy. And I felt just that injustice. I cared so much about righting that wrong. And then when I was serving, I asked to be posted to the agency in charge of HIV control. So I began to work in that sector. But honestly, it was severely underfunded. In Nigeria, as at the time, less than 4% of the budget goes to health. For context, in the UK, it's like 20 or 30%. West African countries swore on the Bible in Abuja, we call it the Abuja Declaration, that 15% will go to health. Since then, from then till now, we've not given up to 8% in Nigeria. Oh, wow. So that sector is heavily underfunded, and I saw that it was very painful. So having to find other ways to raise money for these causes, I started working with the USAID, and then, long story short, I landed here.
Ah, nice. So for those who are interested, right? So people who want to, do something similar, see the way you painted it now, very interesting. I'm even thinking, how can I join?
Scream. That's what we see on LinkedIn. The real job is much different.
So for people who are listening and they're like, oh, I'm interested in this, how do I get in? How do I key into this and, continue the impact that you guys are doing?
I would say run. Okay, that's a joke. I would say, first of all, it's very important to care about something. So start from the things that you care about. If you don't already do, I challenge people to volunteer, find causes you care about, and build it from there. For those who are just starting their careers, one skill to definitely have is project management, right? Because if I give you money, or if I want to give money, I have to be sure that it's being deployed effectively. And so your knowledge of how to manage projects becomes very key. Because I work in philanthropy specifically, I would say no rich people. Do rich people things. For instance, I'm going to Polo after this show. Do rich people activities. Be connected in this space. Again, just be connected to people who work in the space that you want to get into. Don't be connected to me. Actually, it can be, but
You should not send you DMs.
Don't send me, I'm begging you. I want to help my friends first. So be my friend and maybe I'll help you. But yeah, that's it.
But how do you even know rich people? First of all,
are you playing?
Where do you find them? Where do you meet with them? Where do you...
You guys will have to sign up for my MasterCard. I'm not giving that advice for free.
Please give us like 2.
Very interesting because wealth resides in a lot of different places. First of all, there's geography-based wealth. In Africa, there's something. I'm already giving a
Give us.
There's what we call the wealth markets. Some of the wealthiest countries in Africa are South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Morocco, Egypt. Remove Ghana. Morocco, Egypt. Charlie, you people don't count. Yeah, so those are the major.
You didn't say
wealth
South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
one I said first. So
Okay.
those are the major wealth markets. If you walk in the streets in any of those areas, you're very likely to run into somebody who is bastardly rich. There is also
Nigeria.
Are you playing? Have you been to Ilupeju?
Ilupeju.
Who is this person? Do you live in Lagos? Ilupeju, Banana Island, Ikoyi,
Oh, okay.
certain parts of Lekki, as you know, not everywhere. Because we don't like to be seen in certain places.
For someone that stays in Okwari or what did you say?
I didn't say Ikorodu, so that's fine. So there's how you meet people in those spaces. If you actually think about it, how did you meet most of your friends?
In school, at work.
And friends of friends.
Yeah.
That's how we all connect. So there's certain places where you're likely to find a certain group of friends. And rich people are only friends with rich people. Sorry, we don't roll with people like you.
Oh, shut up.
So I would say there's that's why sports or certain kinds of social events are good places to network. I found the opera to be very useful, especially in London. Like I sat...
Not you dropping names, okay? Especially in London.
Knowing how to network effectively is a good place to find
Yeah.
the high end might say.
So streets, walk on the streets. That's what you said.
Again, depending on the street, because rich people like to exercise. Not in high fitness, though.
You're not here to drop shade.
Again, wealth is also relative. Another thing I'm also learning.
The kind of people who would give to the cause. So I'm thinking 1% of the 1%.
Interestingly, no. So that's okay. Using America as a case study, the 1% gives, but they're not the ones who give the most. It's a very strange thing, and it constantly outstands me. Do you recognize that 50% of the world's wealth relies on only 1% of the population? But up to 50% of money that constitutes philanthropy that is giving is actually given by middle class Americans. Just everyday people, they see, donate 1 cent to this. So the average person is actually capable of giving a lot of money.
Please, you'll be saying American law. Nigeria, do Nigerians give?
Nigerians, which is actually very strange. Nigerians actually give a whole lot of money. I did research on it recently. And part of why I reckon Nigerians give, but the problem is you will not know because you people really don't want to.
We give to churches.
Yeah, people give a lot to faith-based causes.
Yeah.
So again, is it your church that will save the world? Probably not. Your church will feed the hungry, but by the time they feed the hungry this month, what happens next month? It's not the most effective way to give. Also, giving is very anonymous. Not to name drop, but
You? Continue.
okay, don't let me say name drop, but to also learn something. Dangote he has what we'll call the largest private foundation in Africa. But do you know how much he has given over the last 5 years? You don't know. Nobody knows. Does he have a website? Does the foundation have a website? Actually, he doesn't. But there's money there. So like there's lots of giving that happens that you guys will never know about until you become friends with me.
Okay, sounds interesting actually. So what would you say is the worst thing about the job? Or worst thing for you?
I just hope my boss never sees this. But well, it's not my job, but in like the entire non-profit sector generally. Oh my God, there's a lot of talk.
Oh.
And like, I mean, another part of my job is being woke, right? So, I mean, I don't get my pronouns wrong. All those things regular Nigerians are guilty of. I would never be. But like, there's so much, there's so much talk, but very little change that happens. People are constantly at conferences, constantly organizing meetings. When are you doing the real work itself?
Oh, okay,
Right.
I get it.
And so yeah, it gets very tiring. Like we talk about money a lot, but are philanthropists actually are they changing the way they give? That's the more difficult part of it.
So you go out, people are talking, and not giving.
So the thing is, again, I'm tempted to drop people's names, but I love my job too much. But yeah, there are certain philanthropists, some of them whom I would never be associated in my sleep, who would give. And you know, it's very instructive for those who are Christians or know the parable of the widow's mite. Is I don't think giving should only be in the size of what you give as much as in the proportion of what you have left. You see people who have $100 million, they give 1 million cents, but they will go on TV and they will do documentary, and you guys will be hailing them, and you'll be calling them the best things. Is that really what they can afford to give?
It's their money.
That's also the problem. Is philanthropy. It's not by force. But like, if you're capable of doing so much more and you claim to care, why doesn't it actually reflect in your action?
So do you think a particular amount is too big or too small, depending on who is giving? Because from what I hear you say, you are saying people are able to give more, but are giving little.
Yes.
That's not
I actually, well, that's your stance. That's from you, a bloody capitalist, and I'm a bloody socialist. I think there's an amount that is too small to give. In view of the truth is, look, we're in a climate emergency. The world is heating up beyond. We are using up the world's resources at a faster rate than we can replenish it. Very soon we'll all be dead, my friend. I'm not. Okay, this is my job to scare these people into giving money. But yes, if we have all these issues and you have resources, you have it to spare. The problem is people have so much money they can't even finish spending it in their lifetimes.
So they should give it to you.
Give it to me. But yeah, that's why the likes of Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, there's something called the Giving Pledge. I don't know if you've heard of that too. Where the world's richest have pledged that when they pass, all of their wealth will be given to, or a large percentage of their wealth will be given to charity, because you can't actually spend all of these things. But you guys, don't let me start.
Okay.
Don't make me
They are
start.
clearly paying. So what? Tell us about the good parts then. What would you say is the most
The
exciting?
good part, I don't
part
beg
of-
for bread. I live a good life.
Always traveling. Morocco,
catch flights.
London.
And COVID.
So that's for you. Like whatever for the job itself. What are the good parts of the job?
The first good part, which of course is the fact that I feel like I'm making a difference very often. Like watching money change hands, watching people go to school, schools getting built, deserts getting replenished. It feels like I'm
In
changing
Nigeria?
the world.
You do these things in Nigeria.
Are you playing?
Deserts
Yeah.
getting replenished in Nigeria.
My work is Africa wide.
Oh, okay.
I said there are different
okay,
markets.
okay,
Nigeria is not my
okay.
favorite market.
Okay.
But yeah, as a matter of fact, Nigerians give most to education and health, by the way.
Oh yes. I can-
So feeling like I'm making a difference for me is a huge thing. What's the best part of your job, by the way?
I think it's impact as well, if I'm being honest.
Impact.
Yes.
In capitalism.
What? What do you
And
mean?
I just, all of you who work for profit companies, I'm like, you are the problem.
Excuse you. Can you send money from what bank do you use?
I don't do markets.
Okay.
I'm not selling for anybody.
Okay, so you probably use a bank. Let's say you use
X Bank.
X
I
Bank.
refuse to make money for any company.
Okay. You use
Except they
X
are paying me.
Bank.
Oh, Access Bank funds. So yeah, Access Bank.
Okay, and I use GT Bank. So today
How's your network?
I don't use GT. I'm just giving an
Okay,
example.
fine.
So today you can transfer monies from your Access to your GT.
Mm-hmm.
The reason you can do that
Mm.
is because 20 years ago, a man called Mitchell Eligbe took the initiative to interconnect financial institutions. So my work has impact. And we are doing this across Africa,
I hear that.
enabling financial services.
I heard that. Don't rub it in my face. I think that also makes sense. Impact can be across different things.
Yes, so that's what we do. So it's not only about capitalism, even if I have.
That
my
said,
issues
this Mitchell
with-
Elegbe whom you reference. This Shalaye is not necessary. Answer the
Listen
question.
to
Yes, in terms of
me.
giving back, how do you give back?
Okay. Without blowing my own horn, right? Giving
What
back to
horn?
society is something that I am very passionate about as well.
I'm not asking you
I
a question. I'm asking about your evidence.
Listen to me. Should I get there or not? So I do a lot of mentorship, right? So I mentor across.
So talk like I
various-
complained about. But okay, go on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go on. No, I'm actually very interested. To
Yeah,
hear
so I
you.
do a lot of mentorship and also do a lot of giving personally, right? To
Black
people, yeah, but not necessarily black tag, not just family members now. Also people around me, people who are in my vicinity, people in my community. Because these are the people I can see and hold and I can, get their own, I can have a personal relationship with them. So for me, I feel like I start from my own
Circle.
inner circle and then go out. So currently I'm still in the inner circle.
I hear you, but I have it. I have a plan for you to move that into proper philanthropy.
I don't have that
We'll
kind of
discuss that
money.
later.
I don't have that kind of
You
money.
don't need to be a billionaire to do that.
Yinka, thank you. This episode was great.
You guys, I'm trying to hit my target. If I can make $1 more million by the end of this year, I'll
From
be happy.
me.
I told you there's money everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so I
Anywho.
think that's all. I think we've covered for those who want to join the place, join the role and all of that. What?
I said run.
Okay, I think we can play a game now. Something less serious because I saw you like there was smoke on your hair, like philanthropy. People should give more. I'm like,
I can't lie. It's all I care about.
who is this?
Screw
But that's nice. So thank you for that passion. So let's play a gay game. Today is the 7th of December.
It doesn't matter what the day is.
No,
It
no,
matters
no.
what day the episode is getting published.
Today is the 7th of December. So we're already in December. So let's play a Christmas game.
It's beginning to look a lot like
Christmas. Okay, so we'll do like it's called How Well Do You Know Christmas?
Okay.
So 10 questions around different things about Christmas, and I will see how well you do. So the first question, in Home Alone, have you seen the movie? Home Alone movie?
Yes, I have.
You better say yes. Where are the McClisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
Oh my God. How am I supposed to remember? I was 7 or so.
I asked
Hold on.
you, where were they going? When they left him home alone.
Where were they going?
Yeah.
It was within the US, Nespa?
Hey,
Not London.
that'd be really nice,
There's one of the. There's like 3 Home Alone films. I think one they went to London.
the original one.
Which is the fake one?
Where were they going?
It can't be Los Angeles. It can't be Vegas because look at the child to Vegas. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay, let me give you a clue. They speak. They don't speak English. English is not their official language.
It could have been Yoruba.
English is not their official language.
It wasn't France. It wasn't Italy. It wasn't Portugal. Blink, do something.
They were going to Paris.
I said France.
You said it wasn't France.
I said France.
You said it wasn't France.
Objection, my lord. I put it you that it was France.
Okay, let's give you something you're more accustomed to. Something you would know.
Is it Yoruba?
What are you supposed to do when you find yourself underneath the mistletoe? I knew you would get that one.
Of course. Are you playing?
Okay, so what's the answer?
Kiss.
Okay.
Smooch.
Kiss. It's not smooth.
And smooch.
In the song, The 12 Days of Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
what gift was given on the 10th day?
Oh, man. No, I have to start.
Oh, yeah, start.
Milkmaids.
To me. Yeah?
Oh, my. I actually don't even know it. Oh, God.
Sing!
On the 12th day of
I've got-
Christmas,
Mhm.
my true love gave to me 12.
I don't know. Like, I'm not telling you.
11 maids milking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's milking.
10 lots of leaping.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't even have gotten it, don't worry. I choose integrity this one time. Okay, next
10
one.
lots of leaping. Okay. This one you would know, I hope.
God, I'm beginning to give.
What song by Mariah Carey is considered one of the best-selling Christmas songs of all time? What's the title?
I don't want to love
No.
for Christmas. And all I want for Christmas is you. Thank you.
Correct.
Oh my God, I actually didn't.
Correct.
I'm actually very Christmas clueless.
I
man.
should time you because it'll take you forever. Okay. What was the first company to use Santa Claus in an advert?
Warner Bros. I don't know. How am I supposed to know, man?
Because it's quite popular.
Mickey Mouse.
No.
No, it can't be Mickey Mouse. Company. What kind of company was it?
Beverage. FMCG.
Coca-Cola.
Correct. How about all the clues? Okay. What is the name of the famous red-nosed reindeer?
Rudolph.
Rudolph the reindeer. You got that one. Which Nigerian actor starred in the 2018 Nollywood Christmas movie Merry Men?
Basket Mouth. AY.
Yes. AY.
I've never watched it. I don't know. If it comes to film, I'm very clueless. I just read books.
AY. Smart call. Okay. According to the song, 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, not it yet.
What did my true love give to me on the 8th day? You said it.
Milkmaids milking.
What's the correct thing?
8 milkmaids milking.
Yeah? Say it again. Say it well now.
No, it can't be 8 milkmaids. 8 milkmaids milking. I feel so ashamed. I hate this segment.
8 milkmaids milking.
The way you
8
actually,
mates are milking.
what he said. I got it. I don't care.
8 mates are milking. 7 whatever.
7 what?
I don't
7.
know.
See your life.
7 drafts.
Get out of my sight. Oh, what?
Okay. This one is easy.
I do hope so.
How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish? You better get it. Or you're traveling.
Feliz Navidad. Come on.
Better. Rubbish.
That's what I'm going to speak.
What popular Christmas song was actually written for Thanksgiving?
Eh?
Mm-hmm.
I want to wish you a Merry
No.
Popular
For
Christmas song.
Thanksgiving, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
A song by
Yeah.
whom?
I
Just
don't
say
know.
who.
I don't know who sang it.
How would
Except
you know?
Okay, let me check. Hold
Don't
on.
worry, don't know. Just say the answer.
It's quite easy.
But how am I supposed to think about it?
Okay, name 5 popular Christmas songs. I'm sure you
Feliz
get it.
Navidad.
Uh-huh.
It's
Mhm.
Bonnie M. Which song of their songs have? I don't even know. Bonnie
Okay,
M.
another one.
Sorry, just say the answer.
Jingle Bells. Ah! I said 5. There's no way we will not say Jingle Bells in 5.
I wouldn't have thought about
You're
Jingle
actually
Bells.
lazy.
No, I was raised Muslim in my defense, to be very honest. So Christmas is not my tradition.
When did you convert to Christian?
I'm not a Christian.
Till now?
No,
Are you a Muslim?
no.
Why are you?
Do you want them to drag you?
Oh, no. My mother watches this show, I think.
You are talking to an unbeliever.
I'll go to the pastor's office. Okay, the last question. In the Christmas song, the name of the song, who does the narrator see kissing Santa Claus?
Lady Claus?
No.
I don't know.
Let me sing the song for you. Do, 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 do. I saw mommy kissing Santa. Mommy,
I've never heard it.
you don't know the song?
I don't know it.
Where did you grow up? Ikorodu.
Justice for Ikorodu, but nobody.
Okay, that's all. How many did you get?
I feel like the answer is none.
I'll check.
Someone should write in the comments because I'm not sure. I
I'll
remember.
check and put it in the comments. But that's all. I think that's all we have for today.
Not the way I envisioned this would end. Now I look like a loser. I promise you guys I'm very smart. If it was current affairs, I would have done better. But this
If
is a
you
very
have
good
to say it
episode for me.
yourself.
If I do have to say so.
So thank you so much for coming.
Thank
Yinka.
you for having me, Chizu.
for coming. I mean, I've been trying to chase you down
Yeah, to buy me ice cream
to come to the podcast.
and buy me ice cream.
Okay, so you end the show for us.
Yes, so thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you had as good a time as I did. And so there's only one thing that we want you to do for us, which is like, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on Instagram, hit the follow button. You're not going to, the button didn't harm you, so please do so. And let us know what you think about the podcast in the comments.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.